So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
Sometimes it's hard to think of things to talk about when I turn on the phone. When I turn on the camera. There's not much going on, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. I've been sticking to my diet. Been enjoying my time on Blender more and more as days go on. It's getting more and more fun to create stuff. I haven't gone right down to the bare bones and made a model myself from scratch, but you know, I've been swinging the money towards getting my model made with this person. Haven't heard anything from him for a while. I'm hoping I didn't give him money for nothing, but there's always an element of faith when it comes with something, and that is that you have to realize that sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith, and it felt right. So I think we'll be all right. I met one of my friends a couple of days ago. I haven't seen him in a long time, and the way he talked about his life, it was just awful. But I'm not going to go into what he said. But sometimes, I mean, this is horrible, but sometimes when you see someone else's life and yours isn't as bad, it makes you feel better about your lot. I mean, I hate to say it, but it did make me feel better about my position, even though I hated everything that was happening to him. I mean, you know, if I could take away the world's pain, I would, but unfortunately it builds character, it builds who we are, but sometimes it destroys who we are. And we have to take each day in its stride. We have to get up in the morning and live that day as though it was our last, every day, because if we don't do what we want to do within that day, or we don't pursue what we want to do, if we don't, well, I mean, as you know, I'm enjoying that just do it thing. But that's the truth. You got to get up, and you have to keep pushing towards your dreams, keep doing what you want to do, and hope that eventually, and if it doesn't, it doesn't matter if it doesn't, because if you're doing what you want to do, then you're enjoying what you're doing rather than being forced into something you don't want to do. So find out what your dreams are. If you want to help, okay, so I get it. Some people are so horribly depressed and that they can't see a point because they don't feel anything. They don't feel any joy with anything. And it's difficult to find something that you love if you don't love anything. I get that. And I'm sorry if some people are like that. I do feel emotions, I just feel others more strongly. And I have to ignore those feelings and carry on with what I'm doing. At the moment I'm stable, which, to be honest, if you get up and you don't kill yourself that day, or you don't do something stupid to yourself that day's a good day. Okay, but today and for a while I've been pretty good with my depression, so we're okay. We're good. And as I've always said, I'm talking about my depression, what I've always said, and I'll say it again, I will never kill myself. I don't care how bad it gets. I will not do it. Because I'm not a loser. I'm not a quitter. I don't mean to say loser. Sorry about that. I'm not a quitter, is what I meant to say. People who take their own life because they're so depressed, it's a way out for them. I don't believe it's the right choice. But then that's just the right choice. It's not the right choice for me. I don't think it's the right choice for them either, but who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? It's so hot. It's so hot here in the UK. I mean, I am just a bath of sweat. And, wow. Did a bit of housework today because of the heat. I mean, okay, I complain about the heat because of the sweltering and the sweating, but I think that'll go away eventually. Hopefully, when I lose all this weight, it'll be a lot easier for me to cope with, I hope. But we'll see. Probably not. But the one good thing about the heat is that my ankles and everything are better. It's easier to get around, easier to cope with. And that means that I can do stuff that I've put off for a while. My room is now clean, well, as clean as I want it. I've changed my bed linen. I've done so many things today. Hopefully it doesn't come back to hit me directly in the face. I've been more active. I went downtown because I had to, but quite frankly, it's so hot in this room. I haven't been able to do much VR chat lately because of the sweltering, and putting that mask on your face for more than an hour at a time is like undesirable at best because of the heat. And when you're running the Vive, it's pumping out heat into the room. Because of the processes and everything that is going on, that's happening, and the face mask. And also when you're playing Vive, because of the virtual reality, because of the virtual reality system itself, the one I use, because of the light towers, you can't have any reflective surfaces, which means moving fans in the area cause the tracking to fail. Which means you can't have a fan on in your play space area. I haven't tried like on the desk pointing towards me. Maybe I'll try that now because I'm about to get into Vive to play some Beat Saber just before I take a break and put a fan on me. I'm probably going to take my fan downstairs if I'm going to be totally honest with you. It is fucking baking today and I think I need it. Yeah, I mean, I moan, but it's a lot better. Sorry about the cars going past. I've got the window open. I'm sure you'll understand that, let's be honest, it's boiling in my room, and I'm not having that window closed for a second, even to do this vlog. So put up with that, bikes and cars and stuff in the background. You're just going to have to, I'm afraid. But yeah, my diet's going well. I haven't cheated. I have used all my sins this week, so an amazing weight loss is probably not on the cards. But you never know. You never know. I'm hoping for about 3. That's all I want, really. I don't want any more than that. I don't want any massive amounts. It doesn't really matter as long as it's a weight loss. Actually, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, I didn't like. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I did a lot of like sinnage this week. I don't know why. Maybe because I wanted to. I don't know. What are you gonna do? It's like salad dressings and stuff. But yeah, it's been good. So fingers crossed, eh? I'll let you know, of course, like I always do. Before I say what I'm gonna say, I want you to understand 100% that any of my friends who make it or look like they're making it or achieve their dreams or even get close to achieving their dreams or even try to achieve their dreams. Anyone who puts in the effort and grabs what they want to do in life and run with it, and any success in that, I'm happy for them. However, it is hard when you look at other people's, when you look at me, maybe even, I don't know if that's how you feel. When you look at someone else's achievements, how that makes you feel. Now that feeling that you're feeling is jealousy, and it's a negative emotion. And it's one that should be buried deep. Because you, everyone, even myself, have the ability to grab their dreams, to hold on and to run towards them, or whatever you want to do, whatever analogy you want to use. Just basically have the guts to do what is needed or necessary to gain that to gain that knowledge, to gain that push towards just to gain that push towards what you want to do. And I've been learning Blender for a while now, and I created some decent things. I'm actually starting to create some decent things from already acquired assets, of course, but still, they look good. They're quite decent, and I think to myself, yeah, okay, what I'm doing could be better, of course. But there's one friend that's got, I don't know how long he's been doing it, okay, but he's got some really good avatars. They're deliberately scuffed though, but scuffed in a really good way. And he's getting noticed by streamers, and he made a world, and I think his world is trending at the moment, and because he released all of his avatars as like a downloadable content so that people could play with them. And yesterday I think he turned a corner, and I think he's becoming famous, and I'm really happy for him. But then there's that part of you that thinking, I'm doing that. I've been doing that for a year, right? And I don't get recognized. I just get people laughing at my avatars, which is what I want. I mean, I don't really want to be famous, but there's that part of you that thinks, I'm really good at this, or I'm getting good at this, and I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, any negative emotions that you have, if they are unjustified, such as jealousy, because to be honest, you can get anything that you want, it should be ignored. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're gonna feel it. You ain't gonna not feel it. But you've got to make an asserted effort to ignore those feelings and to not show them, because, to be honest, those feelings are unjustified. And if they're unjustified, then they shouldn't be nurtured. Only positive emotions should be nurtured. And that's what I do. I nurture my positive emotions, such as camaraderie, love, and all that kind of thing. Anyway, today is the day that I weigh. I'll let you know how I've done, but I've stayed to the plan. In fact, I've stayed to the plan religiously. This week I didn't have any treats. As far as I know, I've done really well, so it should be good. It should be good going forward. I'm also going to try to bring out a weekly VR chat video. At least try to bring out a weekly VR chat video, because I do a lot of memeing, and a lot of my friends are making avatars as well, and it's going to be good content for YouTube. So as we don't have any positive following, I think that doing that might be good for my friends. I'm not even thinking about myself. So I'm thinking about doing that. In fact, I probably am going to do that. I'm going to set aside a day in a week where I'm going to record. Then on that day, I'm going to record, say, a few hours worth of footage of whatever we're doing or wherever we're going. And then I'm going to split it up into its major parts where it was funny and release that. So I'm going to be deleting all the old footage that I think is useless. So if you're in those videos, I recorded you and you don't show up in my YouTube videos, then I apologize, but unfortunately it has to be the best bits of my videos, because when I actually get the footage and I start editing the footage, they're about 3 hours long, and you have to take the best bits of those 3 hours. You can't put a 3-hour video up onto YouTube. It just is not realistic. Okay, so if you are in a funny moment and I feel that that moment is justified in the VR chat video, then it will be shown. You will see it. Okay? So I hate the way my body works. Okay? Even if I would have done, like, you know, everything that I'm supposed to do in a week before weigh-in, because of the numerous things that are wrong with my body, there are times when, even when I do just an amazing week, and I know I didn't do anything wrong, I gain a small bit of weight, and I don't lose any, and it's frustrating that I have those days, but I do. It fluctuates, and I hate it so much. It just aggravates me, and I try to ignore the aggravation, but it's always there. You know, when that happens, I mean, okay, right? So I'll come clean. I put on half a pound, but it's like that half a pound, it doesn't feel right or justified in any way. If I'd done something, like I'd gone out and I had to pull it back, or, you know, I get salads all week. And trust me, I know it's the dressing and all that. Everyone's going to say, it's the dressing, you put it on it. No, I measure that. I measure everything. I measured everything, right? I made sure that everything was in tolerance. I did have all of my sins, but when I've had all of my sins before, I've lost like 4 pounds. So, like, that's nothing. I counted all of my sins. I weighed all of my healthy extras. Yet, I gained half a pound. It's just, there's no rhyme or reason to it. So I know because of this, next week, when I weigh next week, I'll have a cracking result, because I know that the weight I didn't lose and the weight I put on this week isn't justified at all in any way. So I know that that's not real weight gain. It's not a real weight gain. So I'm going to carry on doing what I'm normally doing, and then by next week we'll have a cracking result. But it's like the fact that it skips a week every so often, or, you know, it's like a fluctuation. What can I say? I'm trying to make myself feel better about it, but it's a little bit hard. But I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm going to get on with my life. Enjoy what I'm doing.
Thanks for watching the Great Fishes video. I hope you all have a great day. If you could subscribe, that would be heavenly. Throw my friend a like and share with your friends, and he will hopefully see you next time. Till then, peace be with you.